I met James a few months ago, and it was a really nice journey.
Well, before I started training, physically I just felt incapable really. I only did a little bit of exercise. I felt bloated all the time, mentally sluggish.
I wasn't a very confident person. I felt really embarrassed of my figure. I felt quite down often, like I knew that I could do better.
I was in a very dark place in terms of like my just outlook on life. I didn't really have much confidence.
So I was getting headaches about 3-4 times a week, and it really came from stress at work, from tiredness, having to focus for quite long hours.
I've been battling anxiety for quite a long time before I started training. It's had quite a big impact on my life ever since I was younger, and I've tried everything to try and get rid of it, counselling, everything, and nothing seems to work.
I wanted more, but I didn't know how to get there, and I just felt kind of down all the time.
You don't feel you want to socialise with people because you know you're not at the best you can be.
In my previous job, I had to meet with clients quite often, and I hated doing it because my anxiety would always kick in. I hated talking to people. I preferred to just be in a little quiet corner before. Whereas with my job now, I meet people regularly, and I feel so happy. Like, I talk to them all the time. I feel much more bubbly. I'm more confident within myself.
I think it's a mental barrier, to be fair. I think it's you have to be shown that you can do it, and then you know what you can achieve, and then you can feel like you can start to push yourself a bit harder, and once you start doing that, you can then progress and get over, like I got over confidence issues and things like that. Before I wouldn't talk to people, I felt like I didn't want to approach anyone, and that was just a mental barrier for me.
It really rebuilt my self-confidence.
I changed my mentality, and it's all about being a high performer.
I wasn't pushing myself as much as I could have. I think I was getting quite complacent, and I thought just going into the gym was enough, but there's so much more to it, and I think I wasn't receiving the results that I wanted in that 5-year span, whereas now I'd say the past 5 months I can see more differences in the way I look compared to the 5 years.
So I wanted to come and get a change in like my diet and my exercise. But what I did find that even though I did get the change in image that I wanted, what surprised me was my change in perspective.
You do the best here in the gym, then immediately you change your mindset and you start doing the best thing in the office as well. And then as a result, as a consequence of this method, you start seeing results.
What I really enjoyed was that you didn't just work on the body, you worked on the mind, which I think was the most important part for me, because obviously I always feel like it's a mental battle rather than a physical one. And obviously I've been doing the same thing. That notion of doing the same thing, expecting different results, is what they call insanity, isn't it? And that's what was happening. I was in the same cycle over and over again. So it's like, okay, it's got to be more than just losing weight, because I'll lose weight and that would be fine, but I'll gain it back again, plus up. And you get further and further and further away from your goals. So, okay, well then something up here needs to change for this to change. So then I feel like working with you was the one that showed me about positive thinking, preparation, how to see yourself, because I guess when you're in yourself, you don't always see yourself how people see you. So I guess you kind of put like a magnifying glass to me and made me look at myself internally.
I feel like it's helped so much more than counselling or anything. I feel much more confident in myself. I don't wear baggy clothes anymore. I actually wear clothes where you can see my figure a little bit more, because I'm a lot happier within myself now.